Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Coach Nico and this right here is Urban Fitness Functional Training Gym. Guys, earlier on this series, I provide you with solutions to the sitting down syndrome. And continuing within that same topic, prevention is better than the cure. We already understand that long hours of sitting down, whether it's at home or in the office, can be extremely detrimental to your body mechanics. With that being said, today I'm going to talk about two strategies, extremely important strategies that you should apply to your daily lifestyle to prevent chronic back pain and all other symptoms associated with the sitting down syndrome. Strategy number one, micro breaks. Not often spoken about enough and definitely not normalized. Guys, for every hour that we spend sitting down in a bad position or good position, we should consider, or is suggested to consider, anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes of postural training. Today, I'm going to show you a small micro circuit that you can execute within that micro break. Guys, let's go into the chair and let's talk about it. 3 movements, extremely simple, and the pattern is really easy. We start from the neck and the scapulars, we work to the glutes, hamstrings, and we finish off with the hips. So, first movement, number 1, angel fly. As always, 10 is the magic number. We want to take a deep breath, hold the arms up together, and carry the shoulder blades back, chest high, and keep the arms stiff, and bring them all the way down, as low as possible, and back up. That's 1, 2, 3. Remember, as always, pick a breathing pattern that is useful for the movement. In this occasion, I would prefer if you take a deep breath, fill the lungs up with air, and exhale on the way out. We move on to the hamstrings. You want to go halfway out of the chair. You want to make sure you align yourself correctly. Hips in line with the shoulders, shoulder blades back, chest high, knees in line with the hips, knees in line with the ankles. Use some type of support, whether it's hands on the desk or hands on the edge of the chair, and we're gonna kick the leg out and back in, feeling that contraction of the hamstring. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that cord nice and tight, brace it, and then we get up from the chair, we go behind the chair, and we're moving on to the hip stride. So we're trying to stretch the hips. 1 leg in front, 1 behind. The back leg could be on the toes or off, depending on your capabilities. And we're gonna drive the body weight forward, keeping that back leg straight. Drive your hips forward so you feel the stretch on the trailing leg, the leg that is back on the front of the hips. And instead of holding it, we're gonna just pump for 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's extremely important that you take the opportunity, once you master the circuit, to use this micro break to take deep breaths in between the movements. 2, 3, 4, 5. There you have it, guys. That right there is a small, short, sharp circuit that can take anywhere between 1.5 minutes. You do 2-3 laps around that. Remember that 10 is your magical number, and do it until you feel good or your micro break is over. Strategy number 2, postural training. And I'm not talking about wearing waist trainers and compression jackets to help you keep your chest up. That's not how your muscles or your central nervous system works. You must be able to be proprioceptive and actively remind yourself where and be aware of your muscles and how they're supposed to work. It's also very important that you keep reminding yourself that if you're sitting for long periods of time, you must compensate for this. Guys, it's extremely important that you learn how to reset your posture correctly. Comfortable don't always mean healthy, meaning if you are comfortable slouching, leaning forward, sitting on in a bad chair, in a bad couch, we're home, we're working from home, this is going to happen a lot, and sometimes we can't help it. But it's extremely important that you understand this is part of the problem or part of what would lead to getting chronic pain or symptoms from the sitting down syndrome. Guys, very important, posters, timers on your phone to constantly remind yourself to reset your posture. This is how you should reset your posture while you're sitting down. We're looking at ensuring that biomechanically speaking, everything is in a good accordance. Making sure you have good geometry. So making sure that we go hips in line with the knees, knees in line with the ankles. Now ladies, I know you wear heels to go to work sometimes. So if you do this, you would see that the angle changes. So fix your chair to suit your footwear. Does that make sense? So now we're in full symmetry. So heels in line with the knees, knees in line with the hips, shoulder blades back, chest up, and make sure that your visuals are in line and not forcing your neck to move beyond its natural position. Guys, in between that, when you start to feel yourself getting slouchy and you have a posture, hey, reset your posture. This is how you reset your posture. Hands facing forward, up, shoulder blades back, chest high, brace the core, chin in, and there you have it. Reminding yourself to do that ever so often during your long sitting long hours will contribute to a healthier, fitter, and more functional lifestyle. Thank you.